All right, hey, G major scale, right? First position, okay? What first position means is first finger plays all the notes on the first fret, and then second, third, fourth, right? Okay, so that means that's my G. And so what is a major scale, right? Before we even start that, well, it's a series of intervals, right? If I played it on one string, which I never would, I go, there's G, I go whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step, and we end up on G again, right? You wouldn't normally play it like that, and so you start on any note and apply that series of scales. Let's pick a random note. Right? You get a major scale. Do, re, mi. Right? So, okay, so here we are in G. The reason why F is sharp in the key of G is because when we apply that series of intervals, F is sharp. The only key that doesn't give us sharps or flats is C. When we start on C, we don't get any sharps or flats. Maybe we're talking about G now. So here you go. G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. And I could take it that second octave. G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, right? So we have a 2-octave G major scale, right? Proper G major scale, the pentatonic, the G major pentatonic, we take out the 4th and the 7th. Now we put the 4th and the 7th in to get the entire major scale. And do it down. All right. Not that bad. And so memorize that. Memorize the pattern, what the notes are too, but even more importantly, the pattern. Again, with scales and chords, the thing I'm looking for is where's the root? And then what's the pattern that follows? So I know G is the root, and here's my pattern. Okay, so practice that up and down, and really the only way it takes you, say, the first question that people ask, for instance, if you're interested in improvising or using that scale to figure out melodies is, well, how do I get started, And it's just do it a million times. Unfortunately, that's my answer for everything. It gets to where you don't have to think about it, your ear gets used to it, and in this case, it's just good practice, right? So practice for that alternating picking, right? Down, up, 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 down. And same thing. Okay? So G major scale, right? Practice that. Now, you could put a capo on the first fret and you'd have a G sharp major scale, right? And doing the same thing and pretending that first fret where the capo was the beginning. But I want to talk about doing a scale without a capo, right? Obviously, I could put the capo on the second fret and play that same pattern and play an A major scale, and that's fine. But you're not going to learn anything new from that. So if you can do this G, you know how to slap a capo on 2 and do the same thing. How would you do that without a capo? So when you think about it, to move from G to A, from the note G to the note A, is a whole step or 2 frets. So if we moved into second position, right, and if you're struggling with G, keep doing that. But if you feel kind of confident with that, move on to this, give it a try. So we're going to try to play it in A. Now we're going to move into second position. We don't have any open strings now, right? Those open strings that from the G are now going to be, notes that we're going to play on the second fret because everything's moving up 2 frets, right? So I'm going to have to use my pinky now, right? And here's my pinky on A, right? And I'm going to make that same kind of shape in a sense. A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, right? That's the first octave. Right? I'm in second position, I'm playing every note from the G scale except moved up, right, 2 frets. And that G sharp, I have to shift out of position a little bit to get that note, right? And then here I am at A again, right? And then I can do A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A. Right? Okay, a little bit harder, but every note in there is simply the corresponding note from the G scale moved up 2 frets, where before I had this. Right? And I had open strings. Now I don't have open strings. I'm moving my pinky up to the 5th fret. That A is my first fret, first note. The thing about this one is it's more generalized in that you can take this scale. Now, if you can do that A scale in second position, you can take that pattern and move it all the way up to neck. C sharp. I'm not even thinking about what the notes are, but I'm just playing that same pattern, right? So that's what I want you to do. Practice at G, alternating picking up and down. And then if you're comfortable with that, and practice it a lot, if you're comfortable with that, you want to give A a try, move into second position, bringing in that pinky, the first finger's playing the stuff that used to be open. Stretch. Stretch. All right, cheers.